Yo, is streaming hard? I mean, the knee-jerk reaction is obviously no. I mean, you see these big streamers, they're just sitting there, they're reacting to other people's videos, playing games, shooting the shit. But this is a topic that came up this past week that I think is just worth a really quick conversation about. Not sure if y'all seen the clip. It's Hassan, a pretty popular streamer, who went viral this past week for saying,
yes, a real job can be gruesome. A real job can make you very tired, but a real job doesn't suck the soul out of you. You know what I mean? In the same way that 9 hours of streaming absolutely will.
and obviously this got all the goobers on the internet talking and tweeting and all the blue check marks raging for impressions. And obviously, like, that clip itself was taken a bit out of context, as clips from streams often are, but in the full clip, what he was trying to say was,
No. Social battery wise, unless you're in fucking retail, it's very different. You're out of touch. I'm gonna die, dude. There's motherfuckers who are accountants in here and they're misunderstanding what I'm saying. A real job does not expend your social battery in the same fucking way as someone who did a sales job, a real job. Okay, I'm telling you, as someone who did both, like 9 hours of constant performance and people pleasing taps you out from social scenarios. After 9 hours of that, I could probably do fucking physical labor. It would not bother me, but I can't fucking do more social shit. That's my point. Like, there are obviously real jobs out there that are good comparisons. Service sector, people-pleasing jobs would be very similar. Those are, like, I think, customer service type shit. But, like, if you're an accountant, or if you're even, like, in sales, my interactions with clients was limited, way more limited than, like, constantly having to do this for 9 hours with, like, a back and forth interaction for 9 hours. That's what like sucks your social battery, and you just tap out after it. Yeah, think about it this way. Like, you give presentations for your job, right? Imagine giving a presentation for 9 hours straight. It's like, after a while, you would be like, I don't want to talk ever again.
I mean, I'm sure he could have used a better set of words, but Hassan, being a pretty polarizing figure in the space, people either love or hate his politics, and there's little room in between. So it's no stretch as to why he's getting dunked on. But yo, politics aside, with everyone offering up their nickel and dimes on the topic, I thought I'd chime in. You know, you have people saying, no, it's not that hard. It's literally playing games. You know, try working mine. I'm working on mine. What do you know about hard work? Blah, 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 blah. As somewhat of a streamer myself, you know, and a content creator of sorts, I figured it was only fitting that I share the actual truth. And here it is. Streaming is not hard. Being a successful streamer, on the other hand, is. Literally, to stream, all you got to do is download OBS, hook up your webcam, and if you're one of those people who plays games on consoles, plug in a capture card. Hit go live, you're good to go. Easier yet, click go live from within PlayStation or Xbox and you're good to go. You're streaming. You're a live streamer. Welcome. Maybe if you're fancy, send out a tweet, spam every other streamer's Discord, self-promo channel. You're all set. And honestly, if that's the length of what you are able or even want to do, there's nothing wrong with that. You can get a couple dozen friends, a few lurkers to come around, say hi, make yourself a couple of dollars in subs and tips, and have a blast. Like, congrats, you're now a streamer. Welcome to the brotherhood, sisterhood, or whatever hood you identify with. Wow. And honestly, this is probably good enough for most people just wanting to blow off steam, as I've learned the UK people say, waffle or bant a bit. And maybe you got a decent enough personality where you're pretty popular at your local gurdwara, church, mosque, whatever. Maybe you got some hilarious friends and the banter between y'all is pretty dope. Or you have a mom who loves you so much she clicks on every go live notification she gets. But either way, congrats, you're streaming, you got a bit of an audience, and you're good to go. But you see, the hard and numeric truth about all this is if you want to make this as your livelihood and do it full time, well, you got to probably do a bit more than just that. You got to make those 10 viewers, those 20 viewers, those 30 viewers even, or in some of our cases, 3 viewers into 300, 3,000 to make things even remotely viable. So now you got to plan things out a bit more, get a bit more strategic with your content. Got to make sure you take some time to learn how to edit those videos, create them TikToks, hope those videos stand out enough in the plethora of the million other videos that people are putting out doing the exact same thing. Also, you want to make sure whatever videos you're putting out are decentish quality so that people actually want to watch them. Then you got to pay attention to how the magical algorithm works by monitoring your own metrics and all that good jazz. And after all that, you may find a decorum of success. With any luck, a few clips may go viral, and then a few more. If you're lucky, maybe you found a bit of a niche audience you can double down with and really push hard towards your content. All goes well, you could pop off and everyone loves you. Drake will want to game with you. Whoever the current Ellen is will invite you to their show. You will become a cultural icon. But say you take a break. You step away for a minute, or worse, whatever made you pop off, whether it was a game or some fad, that ain't popping no more. Well, now you're left hoping that someone makes a YouTube video talking about how you fell off to remind people that you even exist. Hopefully you got a big bag while you were hot, and now you can coast, but chances are you just got to the point of making a decentish wage. Maybe you're able to reinvent yourself or remind people why they loved you to begin with, and get back in the mix and all is good again. All this to say, there's no stable paycheck when it comes to streaming. No guarantees, no template that fits all, just strategies that have worked that may work for you if you're willing to put the work in. And that's the thing, if you put the work in. And after all that work, remember, you're competing for people's attention. You're going up against not just other streamers who are live, but Netflix, the NBA, and even games that you're streaming as people opt to play them themselves. That's not to say any of this is hard in any traditional sense. You're not lugging huge ass objects around. You're not spending hours standing and waiting on insufferable customers. You're not sweating it out on long hauls over icy bridges, or slunging it out in a job that you hate every morning to work on some assembly line for a product you may never be able to afford. Most likely what you're doing isn't really all that important at the end of the day to the greater good of humanity, but it's still work. It's still hard enough that most people wouldn't be able to cut it, even if they wanted, or if they could, they'd hate every moment of it. I'm sure people see these guys streaming and thinking, if I had that audience, they'd love me too, and I could easily make the same kind of jokes I'm hearing. But the truth is, if you could, you would. There's a level of talent, a level of dedication similar to any craft that goes into this, that those who are at the top usually are there because they deserve to be. So is streaming hard? There are definitely worse gigs out there. But to think anyone can just hit go live and become a multi-millionaire, a cultural icon, I mean, if you could, why haven't you? Then again, maybe streaming just needs to be fun. Going live with a couple of friends and letting off some steam is cheaper and probably more fun than hiring a therapist. So A, streaming is as hard or as easy as you want it to be. Let's not get into this anyone can do it and make it crap, because while anyone can do it, very few actually ever make it. But yo, that's just me. As always though, let me know what you think. And if I'm totally off base on this, I don't know. Also, if you're so obliged, please hit that like button so that the algo can share the love with the masses. Also, check this out. When I say subscribe, that little button below, the one right underneath this video, it glows, so subscribe. Till the next one. Peace.